Hi, my name's Andrew McKenzie. I am head of the Institute of Sustainable Development for Middlesex University, Dubai, and a senior lecturer in marketing and innovation, teaching on mainly the postgraduate program. Because there's many different forms of recycling. So I think you need to probably think about recycling. If you just specifically in recycling is only one part of the sustainability program. It's the whole where we want to try and build in a circular economy, and recycling is part of that. And it's about reusing and redeveloping products rather than throwing them away, or waste materials such as plastic, such as cardboard, such as repairing things even comes into that circular economy now. We went really through this area of fast fashion in the 90s and fast electronics, where we were building things that weren't fixable, that we threw them away, contributing greatly to landfill around the world, contributing to climate change and contributing to the throwaway economy we had. A particular focus of the Institute is recycling plastic. We work with a local company and turn plastic bottles into clothing, which I've got samples of there if you'd like a sample. Basically, we just ourselves as a university in the past 2 years have diverted over 200,000 plastic bottles from landfill, and this needs to happen on a greater scale. We work with companies at events, but we also work with developing recycling mindset and a reusable mindset within education. Plastics today really get lumped in one basket of all plastics are bad. That's just not the case. There are forms of plastic out there that are going to continually be used. One, because they're cheap, but two, the higher quality plastics can be fully recycled. Do we want to avoid having plastics in the environment, in the desert and in the ocean? Absolutely, but we also have to be somewhat realistic that their forms of plastic will be used in some sense, so we need to decrease the amount of plastics we use, and we need to use the correct plastic, like PET plastic. You can look it up, I'm not going to pronounce it, but that can be 100% recycled with no new use of oil and gas resources, which means there's a footprint there for not using virgin materials. It also there's heaps less water use and heaps less power use, so we can recycle it. Ultimately, we don't want it to get into the environment in the first place if we can avoid it. And how fashion can use this? There's definitely a bigger emphasis on recycling clothes, upscaling clothes, not throwing them away. There's now businesses out there that turn old clothes into a lot of things that we use every day, like mattresses. And carpets that we stand on are often repurposed from older clothes or other waste products. And I think this thing you want to look at a bit more is this building a circular economy or closed loop economy. It's exactly the same as making polyester material or polyester blends, which we've been doing for years. So again, it depends on the process, and it's like high quality or low quality clothes. You can make clothes at very high quality end, or you can not. You can make clothes cheaper to throw away. The same rules apply when you're building any fabric. If that fabric's from plastic, it depends on your process of doing it and how much your fabric wants to cost at the end of the process. The higher quality the product, the higher the price that people will be prepared to pay. So it's a difficult question to answer, but I think if we can remove more plastics from waste and turn them into other things, we're taking them out of the environment, but ultimately they still do